Hi, it's Maura McKeever from Trinity Estate Planning. Now that you've had a chance to get to know a little bit about me and about my approach to estate planning, or as you know, what I like to call life and legacy planning, I thought it would be really helpful to do a quick series just educating you on the basics of estate planning, what I think of as an estate planning 101. So here we are, it's EP 101, and the very first term that I think we should talk about is a will. Because I think when most people think of estate planning, they think of a will. So what is a will? Well, it's actually pretty simple. While you're alive, you accumulate a lot of different things. And unfortunately or fortunately, we can't take those things with us. But something still has to happen to them. Think of all the stuff that's accumulated in your house over the years. Most people, it's a lot. And some of it is easy to dispose of, right? Clothes, things like that, it's pretty easy. But then you get into the other things. Things like maybe a collection or, money that's in bank accounts or a house, any number of things. Something has to happen with them. So the will is basically your way of saying, this is what I own and this is what I want to have happen. It goes to before the judge. The judge reviews it and says, okay, these were your wishes. So then the judge can sign off. And the will is, you can name the people that you want to receive things. It might be your family members. It might be friends. It gives you the choice. You also, in the will name somebody who does what people collectively think of as winding down your affairs. Under the law, that person is the personal representative. They're responsible for basically going to the court and saying, hey, she died, she left a will, here are the terms. She wanted me to act as that person, and that person is the personal representative. In some states, we still call it an executor, so you might hear that term around. They can be used interchangeably. But then they say to the judge, she asked me to be in charge, Your Honor, and the judge will say, okay, great. The judge will sign off on that. And then that person is responsible for figuring out what you own and then distributing those items according to your wishes. Some items don't go in a will. If you have things that have beneficiary designations, say a retirement account, a life insurance policy, that's a separate contract, and those assets will be transferred according to the terms of that agreement. But a will is a foundational part of every estate plan. Whether somebody has a trust or not, there really will always be a will as part of that foundational plan. And anybody over the age of 18 who started accumulating things really should have a will in place. So that's a quick overview on a will. Next week, we'll talk about another term that I think people hear and there's a lot of confusion about, which is what is a trust?